students, good morning. Today we are going to take up the layers of atmosphere, or the chapter named Air, Water and Land, right? Now to start with the different layers of atmosphere, before we start that, we must know what do you mean by atmosphere. So let me just tell you, the layer of air that actually envelops the earth is called the atmosphere. As you know, the atmosphere is the mixture of several gases like nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, helium, ozone and etc. Majority part of the atmosphere, the gas which is there in the atmosphere by volume is nitrogen, and then it's oxygen. Now look at the board. You have, what I have drawn is the different layers of atmosphere for you, right? Now let's start. Now the base layer is the troposphere, right? The base layer is the troposphere. This layer is adjacent to the ground surface and it extends up to 20 kilometers, right? You can see the clouds, right? As you can see the clouds, there are storms, rain and other events related to weather originate in this layer. This layer determines weather this layer has suspended water droplets and dust particles. And weather varies at different places on the earth. Temperature is found to drop with the increasing height in this layer. Above this layer is stratosphere, which extends roughly up to 50 kilometers. Now, this layer is free of cloud and rain. Due to the absence of water droplets and dust particles, this layer is relatively calmer. So, jet planes fly through this calm zone of the atmosphere. In this layer, temperature increases with the increasing altitude, right? Again, you can have a look that in this around between 20 to 30 kilometers, you have a ozone layer. So this layer is also known as ozonosphere. Now this ozone layer actually protects the harmful UV rays to enter the Earth's surface. Above stratosphere, you have the mesosphere, which extends up to 80 kilometers. In this layer, the temperature drops with the increasing altitude, and you have meteors here, and also you can see a lot of rockets do fly in this zone. Above this lies the thermosphere or ionosphere, right, which extends up to 300 kilometers. Air becomes thin, that is almost does not exist. And from this layer of the atmosphere, the sky appears black. Gases are also found, but in the ionized state, due to which this layer is also called the ionosphere. Next layer is the topmost layer, which is called the exosphere, which extends till from 700 kilometers still further. Now this layer is very thin. Air gradually bends into space. This part is called the exosphere. And artificial satellites I have drawn and space stations are often located in this part. So I hope with the help of this diagram and the book, you will be able to get a rough idea about the layers of atmosphere and what is an atmosphere, which I have explained before. Now there is another question which might come to your mind, is that as you can see in the morning the sky appears blue and in the night the sky appears to be black. Why? The black sky, the explanation to this is the black sky is always there beyond the visible blue sky. Why? During the daytime, the blue sky guards it. It appears that due to the diffusion of the blue light during the day, the layer of air enveloping the earth has many dust particles and water droplets suspended in it. The sunlight gets split into 7 colors by these suspended matters, and out of which the color blue is diffused and makes the sky look blue. Thank you. Thank you, class. Students, now this is my second video and I'm going to tell you about the core of the earth. Now you have to open your books to page number 32. Now let us look at the board. Now for starting, to introduction of the core of the earth, Earth was a burning mass of gases when it was first formed around 500 million years ago. So there was no air, water or land. The interior of the core of the earth still continues to be hot and molten around 2000 to 4000 degrees centigrade. Now the outer layer of the crust of the earth is substantially solid. Now it has been, it is substantially solid, and the earth layer is mainly of three parts, that is the crust, the mantle and the core. Now the solid thin outer skin is called the crust. Now the crust is divided into two parts, that is the continental crust and the oceanic crust. Now the continental crust is called Sial, that is mainly composed of silica and aluminum. The next layer, that is the ocean crust, is called Sima, that is silica and magnesium. Now the outer crust is the soil and it provides the most of the minerals. Next we go on to the mantle. The mantle is the interior beyond the crust. It always remains in solid state, and atmosphere is the layer which is just the upper portion of the mantle. The crust and the upper part of the mantle is called the lithosphere. The lithosphere is very important as there are rocks and soil formed in this layer. It is the home of several mineral resources like copper, gold, iron ore, aluminium. Coal, petroleum, natural gas are also obtained from this layer. The next is, and even another one, the water is also stored in lithosphere. Next we go to the core. Core is the innermost layer that extends up the mantle to the center of the earth. This layer is formed by the heaviest metals such as the iron, nickel. This is the hottest of all the layers. Alright, thank you class.